Good day, learners. How do you feel? I'm very optimistic that you are feeling well. I'm your educator for understanding culture, society, and politics, and I'm very grateful to welcome you as my learner for the Quarter 1 Module 2. Prior to my formal lesson, let me share a positive vibe action. Simply doing three things. Smile, give me a thumbs up, and a high five. Very simple. So let's do it simultaneously at the count of three. One, two, three. Smile, thumbs up, and a high five. You did it marvelously. So right now, let's do our besting new lesson. So listen attentively and keep an eye on me. There is a famous saying that the only permanent in this world is what? Change. So right now, let me give you an emphasis on the three changes. I have the social, the political, and the cultural change. So let me direct you with the first change, which is the social change. So what is social change? It is defined as transformation in beliefs, social interactions, practices, organization, and the structure of society. To give you more understanding about this idea, let me cite an example to you. Nowadays, people can share information in just one click, and we call it the new media. The new media include the what? Facebook, correct? What else? Social networking. What else? Text messaging. So in just one click, you can share information. That is what we call social change. On the other hand, let me proceed with the cultural change. Cultural change is defined as the process by which new patterns of shared or learned behaviors to meet the needs not provided by traditional patterns. So those are the social and the cultural change. To elaborate more understanding about cultural change, so let me give you the three methods. So the first one is discoveries. So discoveries is the process whereby we recognize or gain a better understanding of already existing element present in the environment. Additionally, it is also a new tool, practices, and inventions that change culture. So let me give you a clear examples. I have here the printing press, birth control pills, and also computers. So these are examples of discoveries. Furthermore, I have here the second one, which is diffusion. Diffusion is the process which the cultural traits in one society are borrowed, transmitted, and adopted by one another and considered it as its own. For example, when there is a Filipino influx in the United States and share the culture, let's say about the food. If the Filipinos showcase their food in the American society, then later the Americans will taste it and they will definitely like it already. So that is called diffusion. And the last one is called invention. It is a process whereby new cultural elements are created to solve social and cultural problems. So, what is the example of that? The internet, the Facebook. So, these are the cultural change methods. I hope you really understand it well. Absolutely, there's more to come, learner. I know you are thirsty about this information, so let me add the social change. And on that, the social change is translational family. So what is translational family? It is where one parent, or in some cases parents, live and work in another country while their children remain in their country of origin. While these families remain secured financially, its members are also exposed to its setback. What do I mean by that? Alright, so let me give you an example here. In the picture, you can see some of the Filipino overseas workers working as a doctor, working as a nurse, or working as domestic helper in other country. So furthermore about this, let's find out the effect of being absent in their own country or with their family. So children who become overly unsupervised find themselves meeting up with peer pressure, over independence, and lack of family orientation. These may result in what? Definitely, we have the alcohol or drug abuse, unwanted pregnancy, mood swings, or early marriage. So those are the negative effects if your family or your parents are working abroad and there's no supervision. So that is what we call social change in translational family. In connection with the changes, so let me put on the floor about political change. What is political change? Political change happens when the rulers of the country lose power or when the type of governance in the country changes. Moreover, the governance is a kind of system or ideology that expresses authority in the country. I have here a photo that represents the types of government. I have here parliamentary, we have oligarchy and monarchy. Now, my question is, in the Philippines, what kind of government do we have? Fantastic. That is a brilliant answer, democracy. To give you a further understanding, let me give you an example about political change here in the Philippines. During the Marcos regime, the governance was dictatorship, but because of people's power that happened in 1986, the government or the democratic government was proclaimed. That is called political change. According to the famous quote of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal, that the youth is the hope of our nation. So this time, let me talk about social change, youth volunteerism. So what is youth volunteerism? It is the use or involvement of a youth volunteer or free labor in community services. So let's give you an example about that. So these youth are planting trees for the green projects. Secondly, is that these youth are building houses under the Habitat for Humanity projects. So, have you ever tried to do volunteer works? If you did, fantastic job. Let us explore more about understanding culture, society, and politics when we are dealing with anthropology and its goals. So let me define what is anthropology. Anthropology is a study of human and the society in the past and in the present, dealing what makes us human. Anthropology delves in objects and materials we have created, our interconnectedness and adaptability with environment as well, our lifestyle, our models of communication, and our understanding of the world around us. That is called anthropology. So moreover, let's talk about the goal of anthropology. First one is describe and analyze biological evolution of mankind. Describe and assess cultural development of our species. Describe, explain, and analyze the present human cultural similarities and differences. And lastly, describe and explain human biological diversity today. That is what we call the anthropology and its goals. So let us second in about political science and its goals. So what is political science? Political science is a social science discipline that deals with the system of the government and also the analysis of political activities and political behaviors. Primarily, it helps people gain an understanding on who gets what, when they get it, and how they get it. That is called political science. How does political science help us? Political science help us to understand the politics, political institutions, and behaviors, as well as the public policy and philosophical concepts such as justice, equality, fairness, and liberty. To give you more understanding, let's talk about the goals of political science. The first one is be immersed in current affairs, build an understanding on the local, national, and international politics. Second, learn how political activities are organized in and out of our country. Lastly, or finally, we have provide substantially critical and scientific contribution to government and society. Those are the goals of political science. Finally, we are in the last topic, so let me give the strong points about sociology and its goals. So let me define first what is sociology. Sociology is the study of human social relationships and institutions. This social science discipline mainly focuses on society, its functions, its members, and its diversity. So what's more about sociology? Sociology tackles the basic unit of the society, the family, the functionality and relevance of the state as an important human institution, and social issues on what? We have religion, crime, race, social class, and the stability and instability of the society. So, to give you a better understanding, let's talk about the goals of sociology. First one, understand ourselves better, build a better understanding of mankind, help with decision making, both our own and of that larger organization, gather systematic information from which to make a decision. Finally, provide insights into what is going on in a situation and present alternatives. So those are the context or the content of our topic for today. I hope you really gain understanding about sociology, anthropology, and political changes as well. So these are the things that you have to remember. To top it all, let me share a sociological quote. According to Sigmund Bauman, the task for sociology is to come to help of the individual. We have to be in service of freedom. It is something we have lost sight of. Once again, I'm your educator, Teacher Johan. Thank you for your attentive listening and have a great day. Keep on learning. Bye.